Let me tell you, I'm happy to say there's nothing but blue skies coming your way. There's nothing but blue skies coming your way. I'm happy to say there's nothing but blue skies coming your way. Blue skies coming your way. Blue skies coming your way. This is weather. Weather. This is weather. Weather. This is weather. Weather. This is weather. Weather. This is Dick Whitman bringing you the weather.
At the dough. At the dough. At the dough. Always stacking bread. Always stacking bread. Always stacking bread. Always stacking bread.
This is Dick Whitman bringing you the weather. This is Dick Whitman bringing you the weather. And let me tell you, I'm happy to say there's nothing but blue skies coming your way. Blue skies. Blue skies. Blue skies coming your way. Coming your way. Blue skies coming your way.
It is Saturday, February 8th, and you are watching You Don't Watch Sports right here on the Feo Grande YouTube network. I am Bill Smith, and I am joined as always by the man, the myth, the legend, Feo Grande himself. Oh, Mari Ellis. Oh, Mari, how was your sports week, good sir? It is one of the biggest sports weeks in sports, ladies and gentlemen, because it is the Super Bowl tomorrow. We have already talked about it a little bit. We're going to go through it. We're going to have some fun today on the Super Bowl. First, I need your picks. Omari, it is the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Who is winning this game? The Chiefs. Is that your head or your heart? Kansas City Chiefs, you have it called. I am going with the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll see who is correct next weekend. We're going to go through another list of prop bets here and see how many Omari, our football expert, can get correct, and we'll revisit it next week and see how he does. Omari, question number one, will the coin toss result in a heads or tails? Tails. Will the team that wins the coin toss win the game? Will the national anthem go over 2 minutes? Will the opening kickoff result in a touchback, or will it be returned? What will be the first commercial played after the game has started? Movie or TV show, beer or alcohol, food or restaurant, technology company, or other? Which player will score the first touchdown? Saquon Barkley, Kareem Hunt, Devontae Smith, Travis Kelsey. Other. What will be the first song Kendrick Lamar plays at the halftime show? Not Like Us, Euphoria, TV Off, Backseat Freestyle, or Other. Other. I think good call. Chronologically, as far as his hit signals, you're looking at swimming pools, maybe. How many songs will Kendrick Lamar perform at the set at the halftime show? Over 10 and a half or under 10 and a half? Under 10 and a half. Besides SZA, who will Kendrick Lamar bring out as a guest during the halftime show? Lil Wayne, Schoolboy Q, J Rock, Absol, or no guest or other? Uh-huh. Will either quarterback rush for a touchdown? Yeah, you got two mobile quarterbacks. That's pretty likely. Will Saquon Barkley rush for over 109 and a half rushing yards? Under 109. Will Saquon Barkley outrush Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco combined? Woo-hoo. Will Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts combine for over 4.5 touchdown passes? Will both teams score over 48 and a half combined points? Will Travis Kelsey score a touchdown? Will AJ Brown score a touchdown? Will a kicker from either team make a field goal over 49 and a half yards? Will there be a special teams or defensive touchdown? Will the game go on overtime? How many times will the broadcast cut to Taylor Swift during the game? Over 9.5 or under 9.5? Which team will win the Super Bowl? You've already declared Chiefs. Who will win the Super Bowl MVP? Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Travis Kelsey, or other? Based on your winner, we have an assumption. What color will the Gatorade shower be? Orange, red, purple, yellow, or other? Will Travis Kelsey propose to Taylor Swift at the end of the game? All right, those are Omari's prop bets for the 2025 Super Bowl. We'll have to tune in next week to see how he did. All right, Omari, let's move on to topic number two. The NFL awards have been announced. Last week we predicted, and we did pretty well. We're going to run through them real quick. Let's just do a every other. You go ahead and start us off. Well, I think we talked about it last week that that is the quarterback award, and it was Josh's this year to have. But as far as the offensive player of the year award, which is the, of course, non-quarterback of the year award, we also called that one. It was a pretty obvious one here. Saquon Barkley with the one of the biggest running back seasons in recent memory, and also the big story to boot with his exit from the New York Giants over to their rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles, and then just completely balling out all season long. He takes home the Offensive Player of the Year award. That's right. We thought the name power would carry through there. Coach of the year, a little bit of a surprise, but I think we had him at maybe second place. We thought it was going to go to the Detroit Lions head coach, but it ends up going to Kevin O'Connell of the Minnesota Vikings. He is your 2025 Coach of the Year. Oos. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jaden Daniels had a great rookie year, and another one that's kind of a little bit of the that's the quarterback of the future award, future MVP finalist award. And then the comeback player of the year award, with which both of us last week were a little bit like, this is kind of a I don't know, but this year it went to Joe Burrows, Joe Burrow, which sure, yeah. Well, I don't. I'm a little lost on. Yeah, that seemed like the more obvious choice, even though like it's not like Damar Hamlin came back and was fighting for defensive player of the year contention or anything like that, but he did come back from the dead. I mean, but yeah, Joe Burrow oddly wins his second comeback player of the year award in his career. Dude has to keep falling to keep coming back. So maybe he can stop that repetitive pattern. All right, Omari. We had in all of this Super Bowl week mayhem, the NBA said, "Hold my beer. I've got some drama for you, NFL." And they finished up their trade deadline week with a bang. And we need to get into it. Omari, start us off with the big one. LeBron James, Magic Johnson. What? 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 But then, but then when it comes down to it, the assumed reality is, that we have this new ownership for the Dallas Mavericks, and they are about maximizing profitability, not necessarily maximizing winnability. And Luka Doncic was due for a supermax deal this coming off season, and I don't think the Dallas Mavericks were interested in paying that. And they created a he has a fitness problem. Mhm. And you're going to pair him with Kyrie Irving, the legendary, calm, cool, collected, always on the court, never has any issues. And his head's on right. Yeah. Yeah. 31-year-old man averaging around 25 and a half points this season. You have Luka Doncic, who is 25 years old, averaging around 28 points, over 7 assists, almost 8 assists, compared to 3 assists from Anthony Davis. It's I. So they solved their big man thing on paper, but then you had an interesting factoid to bring to my attention. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The one thing that is still going to be ongoing with this is that now this disqualifies Luca from his Supermax deal. And so it is no longer his current team is the team that can pay him the most money. Once this season is over, it's kind of a free market for Luka Doncic. It's not necessarily a guarantee that he goes back to the Lakers. So it could be a little like if that occurs, like say there is a world where Luca is nursing this calf and doesn't get a lot of active playing time for the Lakers and then leaves them in the offseason. Then this trade suddenly looks a little reversed. Like you were saying, with the Mavericks in a win now option, but not necessarily set up for the long road. Well, the Lakers could lose Luca pretty quickly. All right, go on to the next one you had for us. Yeah. hmm I I'm Andrew Wiggins is a role player guy that I liked. Had a lot of promise and is maybe fallen a little bit to a great role player as opposed to like a great leading man that it might have been looking. Right, but I still like Andrew Wiggins. But I'm interested. I'm definitely interested. If we know that I mean, there's two like much like the fact that there's two Kyrie Irvings, and you never quite know what you're going to get. There is two Jimmy Butlers, and you never quite know which Jimmy Butler you're going to get. And if one of those Jimmy Butlers shows up, Golden State is going to be a dangerous team. Right. Uh-huh. Right. Hmm. Mm. Yeah. No, we covered a lot of it. I will say, just because of the graphic here on Mr. Schroeder, I have to say that the new Jazz logo is god awful. It is hideous. My goodness, it is like corporate minimalism at its worst. It's modern retro gone wrong. It is hideous. Um, so that would be my note of the day. If you like seeing us talk about random stuff, we got all kinds of stuff here on this channel for you to check out. On Mondays, we do Mock Draft. That's our wrestling show here on the channel where we do all kinds of things based around or focused around our fantasy league that we have done, where we draft wrestlers and earn points on their wins and their losses. It is WrestleMania season, so the points are big, the stakes are high, and the season's coming to a close. So that one's getting pretty interesting. We also have This Guy Hasn't Seen, where we share movies and TV shows and video performances and documentaries and all kinds of things back and forth that one guy has seen and the other one hasn't. And it's kind of like a book club, but like a movie club. Really cool thing. You should start it out there with your friends. Whenever they want, they have whatever they want on Wednesdays with Omari and friend of the channel, Super Jazz.
Super Jazz.
As nature intended. And that occurs, like I said, whatever Wednesday that they want, whenever they'll start it back up.
Yeah. Pretty
Omari,
much.
where else can they find you on the internet?
You can also find me on Twitter and Twitch at Giotavi. That's Giotavi. Come on in, stop on by. And yeah, streaming every day, 240. You know what that means. And yeah, so there we have it. I think I may have messed up audio wise.
Oh,
Just gonna go ahead and say,
am I
Oh.
not speaking?
oh no, they heard you.
Oh,
They heard you. I may or may not have been muted the whole episode. I just noticed as I was like going to close it, I'm like, oh
I'm peeking all over the place.
no, it's not about you.
Oh, okay.
It's about one of us not being heard whatsoever. But that could be wrong. We'll see, you know, in the playback. But yeah, bottom line is Chiefs.
Yeah,
is
that's accurate. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's completely accurate. I got the show live up on me right now. Yeah. Yeah, that's completely 100% accurate. Good thing it wasn't an episode where you were mostly talking. Oh my goodness. Yeah, everybody yeah, people have left. Yeah, this is a scrapped one. Um
So, stuff's crazy. NFL's crazy. Chiefs is winning. Deal with it. Luke at the Warriors. Crazy. No, he didn't even go to the Warriors. That's crazy enough. That's how crazy the NBA trade deadline is. There you go. TLD. TLDH. Adios. Why? Just the last second, I'm like, yeah, this is a pretty solid episode, and then